Greetings and welcome to your Soulmate Soulscopes. I'm Demi, and thank you for tuning in. I am powered by Love TV. This is going to be for all of my Aries Decan 3s whose birthdays are from April 10th to the 19th. And for all the beautiful humans who are tuning in for the very first time, this is a channeled Akashic record reading where your soul books meet your horoscope for soulmates. And so let's go ahead and get started. You want to stay tuned for the whole entire video because at the end we're going to be doing your 2021 predictions. All right, all my Aries Decan 3s, let's get started. Let's take a look at love. And this is going to be for the energies of December 14th through the 15th. And then you'll want to stay tuned right after this for your 2021 love predictions. Okay, so I'm already hearing that there is an internal storm brewing in the relationship. You are feeling extraordinarily vulnerable right now. It's almost as if you don't have your Wonder Woman shield, or Captain America. You don't have your normal defense mechanisms. So recent events have just recently weakened your ability to hold on a minute, I got a cough. So this is what I'm hearing. Recent events have stirred up this internal storm inside, and it's beginning to shake up the reality in your relationship. So there is some current turmoil, and it's leading you to the deepest parts of your fear. And you are trying not to react, and there's been a lot of snapping. You haven't been your normal self. You're letting your emotions show here. The fears are showing. And so you are grasping at the straws, trying to get them to see your point of view. And so they're saying that right now you need to take a step back, because you're it's almost like you're throwing gas on a fire, and all you need is a nickel worth of gas to really set off. Don't ask me how I know that. So anyway, you only need a nickel worth of gas to really to ignite a fire that's already smoldering. So you want to be able to take a step back now and really look at what the deepest part of the fear is. And when you take away the fear and you set it aside, you'll see the part where you can mend all of what you've done. So a little bit of this is cleanup time right now for you. This revelation of being able to smooth over things and clean up some of the damage. And so you are definitely going to have to take the lead on that. And when you do it from a place of, I want this to work. This is the relationship that I'm in, and I need to be accountable for the things that are happening in it. You can't always blame other people for not doing your bidding and acquiescing to the way you want it. And so here is where the conflict is. When we start doing this, and we start believing that what we are doing to make the relationship better, we will have the ability to not just see clearly, but then to go deeper into the emotional connection, because your partner is saying that what's happening here is as a result of your abstinence, the stubbornness and unwillingness to see that they have needs too, and they're not there to cater to you. You have to believe that love is enough, and maneuvers and the different things. And when people start pulling back, then we revert to this old, self of, oh my God, I'm losing love. Like I don't know how to make this work, and we start scrambling, trying to make things happen. So, and as you begin to step into the place where you don't even need to necessarily say that I'm sorry, but you need to take accountability, is what they keep saying. So this isn't about sorry. You need to accept this within, that this is part of what you did, and that's accountability. And then to take actionable steps is taking the lead here. And when you do that, your partner is you're going to start seeing a new version of you, and they will come towards you. And this is what you want in the relationship, is for them to come towards you. And this is that pure and simple, unconditional love. And the reason why I love this picture here is it shows, a father and a son. We're talking about that unconditional love, where there is no judgment, there's no criticism, where it is purely simple. And this is the place of our soul. This is when we have that pure heart awakening that it's okay to just love somebody, because we want everyone to love us, right? But we have so many fears and so many insecurities and so much trauma and so much damage that we can't give anything. And we expect everyone to throw their adoration, their love, and, worship us and do all these things for us, but we don't even love ourselves. So we have to start there. And this is the part where when you just love purely for the reason of just caring about the person and their worth and their value, you'll see your own value and your own worth reflected back. This is coming. This is on its way. But you are going to have to put forth a concerted effort here to get there. This doesn't just fall out of the sky. You are going to have to clean up the mess. So we're going to look at how you can go about doing that. I know, and sometimes it looks so messy. They're saying that it's just sometimes easier to run away from, to break up with. This isn't working. You're not doing your part. You don't love me. You don't see me. This isn't how it was supposed to be. You like to run. And then you often, and if you look back at the course, you've either ran from relationships or they've ended with like just a drifted distance with no real rhyme or reason. And then you always say, well, it just didn't work out. It wasn't meant to be. So let's see how, nothing yet is set in stone. Don't let your past hold you back. I can see all this. Okay, so let's start here. We already talked about the adjustments. They are just confirming that that is what you need to do. You need to take accountability. You are going to have to be the adjustment. You are adjusting you. Excuse me. You are living in the past. Here's those deep, dark fears. They have reared their ugly head, and they have told you that you aren't worthy, that you aren't good enough, that no one's ever going to love you, that, everyone's going to leave you and abandon you. This is why you don't trust anyone. Those fears, they come from the past. They're in your subconscious. And until you change this, nothing is set in stone. This will not materialize until you do the healing work and take accountability, release the fears, you can't get here. Nothing is set in stone. So this is what you're risking, is the reward of them coming to you if you don't choose to change the choices. All right, my Aries, now we're going to go to the 2021 predictions. This is your reading for the energies of December. So now let's see what the new year holds for you. This is the part that you've been waiting for. This is going to be your 2021 predictions. But before we can get started, let's talk about your personal energy for the year. Now, many of you may have heard of numerology, done a life path reading, or maybe karmic cycle reading, or wanted to understand better about how energy is projected. Well, our soul has a path of evolution that we're supposed to take. And that's how we get to our soul purpose. That's how we self-actualize. Well, there we go. Boom. Done. So that's how we self-actualize into our higher self. You know, divine higher self, the authentic self, the true self, all these cool words for the soul. So this is going to be your soul lesson and the energy that you're going to be taking into the new year. So all the circumstances, situations that you will find yourself in, they are leading you to look for and from within for happiness, true and real joy, that simple love, that unconditional love for yourself, for life, and that place of not taking all the things that you have for granted and holding gratitude, just happiness, just joy. And so you'll have to find the space within everything, that pure happiness. What does it mean? Why am I going through this? How does this situation, it's uncomfortable, it doesn't feel good, how do you find happiness in it? What you see is what you're releasing. You look for the point in it to be able to say, I'm ready to let that go, and I'm happy that it's gone now. I'm happy that you came into my life situation and circumstance so that I can let this go, because it's only going to help your relationship grow stronger. So this is your soul lesson, is to grow into the depths of happiness. Unconditional love is what they're saying here for you. So now I'm going to look at the part of you, your skill, your gift, your talent, your ability, that inherent, innate way of being, and maybe it's something that you just discovered and that you grew in 2020. So this is, there it is, asked and answered. This is a skill, a gift, an ability that's going to help this lesson be learned, received, and become you. You're going to be able to actualize this. And this is the night. Honesty. Being honest and truthful with yourself about where you are, and being able to embrace the parts of you that are the real you and not the version of you that you used to be. So be honest. This is hard for me, or this works for me. This is how I feel inside. This is what I really want to be able to say. I have a hard time expressing my vulnerabilities because I don't want people to take advantage of me. Being honest with wherever you are. Being honest also makes you feel good when you don't have to hide and pretend to be someone that you're not. When you're authentic, then you can draw authenticity to you. You can draw the expression of joy and love. So now let's see what that path looks like. What is your healing path? Now, the healing path is the place where you are most comfortable, and the way you will carry this out. My little beads getting in the way. Let's see what we have here. Boy, you Aries are loving this right here. But I love this for you too. And This is about relying on others to be able to assist you. This is not a comfortable place for you either, but this is now going to be the strong suit. You're going to have to activate the employment of others. So this could be actually stepping out into an arena where professionals are involved. So you may need couples counseling, couple therapy, coaching, life coaching. There's all the types of things that we do here at IempoweredByLove.com. Readings aren't going to be enough. You can watch a bunch of readings and not understand why these predictions aren't coming to me. It's because now you've got to clean up your energy, boo-boo. All right. This is the way that you do that. You step outside of the comfort zone and then you let it all pour out and allow someone to show you how to put yourself back together. That's exactly what we do here at I Am Powered by Love. I'm going to tell you this is something that this is coming for you so that you can know I'm going to have to now maybe do something way different outside of my comfort zone, and you're going to have to be truthful and honest to receive that happiness. That's the lesson. All right. Now we're going to go into the 2021 predictions. All right, here we go. All right, here we are. The moment that you've been waiting for, Aries Decan 3. This is your 2021 love predictions. So now we've been talking a lot about the different things that are happening in the current and present moment. Let's see what the energies of 2021 are going to bring to you in love, marriage, and the fulfillment of union in all your partnerships. So, '21 brings the emergence. Thank you. Emergence. All right, so we know we're starting there. And I don't ever do from the bottom, so those must have been important. I could see that. And I could see that. All right, one more. Okay, so 2021 is going to bring the emergence of the true you. They are not going to let this go. This is where you were going. So hold on to that personal energy reading. You may want to come back to that repeatedly throughout the year. So there are some events that are going to be coming. And these events, so they were talking about accountability, and they are saying now that 2021 is going to be about reaping that what you put out there in energy. And what they are going to say about that is you already know, which is why now you are cleaning up. You are definitely in a cycle of cleaning up. You are paying the piper now. So this is the karmic reaction to how you've handled some things. So this is going to be very important for you to understand how, and which is why they're saying for you to hold on to happiness, unconditional love, and that you are going to be looking at the support of others to really elevate you and help teach you how to transmute energy. Because with this type of energy out there, you are going to be learning how to not operate in that. So this relationship, those of you who are currently in relationships, you are going to see people really taking not just a giant step back, but they are going to pull out, and some of this is going to come as a surprise, because some things that you think you already have sewed up in the bag, and so some of this is going to be even more detrimental that of you losing. These aren't just relationships. This is some areas of your life that are in regards to your finances. And so this is going to be a heavy loss. And inside of that, you are going to be going into some of the depths of your fears here. This is your greatest fear, because you don't like losing. You don't even like looking like you're losing for any reason, and this is uncomfortable. And you will. They're saying that you might even lose touch with the parts of yourself that are already pure, and they don't want that to happen. So your ascended masters are coming in at this time, and they're saying that they are trying to shift you into this place. They want you to hold onto an optimistic outlook. So this says optimistic, and so they're going back to the happiness, and they're saying that you are going to have to hold on to the highest vibration opposite. You can't sit in the space where fear of losing, because they want you to be able to know that your heart is good. It's not that your heart isn't, and that you don't genuinely and sincerely love. You just have been and have grown accustomed to using things to show your love, and people need to be held and touched and felt. And then there's the part where you're not openly honest, and then there's parts where you manipulate and use passive aggressiveness, and you try to control the factors, and they are literally about to put an end to it. And you're going to see this in your birth month, April, May, and June. The breaking point is going to be June and July. So you're going to see, if you don't start looking at this right now, you are going to see these outcomes fall just like this at the very first half of the year. And then you are going to be able to walk into the sacred place that you are. You're going to be ready and willing to embrace change. Your body, you as the avatar, are the home of the soul, and the soul wants you to live in the light and come forward and herald in a new regime. You are already, they're saying, the golden child as it is in the first place. So for you to behave in such a manner that is so lower than who you already are, they need you to step into a true, like they're saying, this is called the diamond life. And so they want you to shine, and you only do that when you live authentically. So the self-actualization period is coming, and it's not going to be nice. So I have to tell you what I'm hearing, so that you won't be deceived, because these parts are coming, and the only way to get out of and through that of yours is going to be through support. You are going to need to reach out, and as you do now, and I'm not saying this because this is what we do and we're the only ones that do it. We have a strategy and a plan, especially in our coaching programs. They all come with strategy. And this is how you engineer your life and raise and elevate your vibration at the same time, so you can make those changes without having to have these types of effects happen. Because that's the last thing that we would want for you anyway. So we're going to get you straight to the line of where you can make those changes and elevate, transmute the old energy, and then elevate your energy at the same time. Because this is later in the year. We're talking October, November. So 2021, as far as your relationship, you're going to be experiencing some heavyweight decisions and some uncomfortable, deeply uncomfortable places that you don't see coming, and you won't be expecting. And so in order to turn this around, you are going to have to become the divine temple of your soul. You're going to have to merge with this higher vibrational etheric realm as your being. This is heart awakening. All of this here is about that. Then you'll be able to go into a plan and a strategy of how to better go forward with with intentions that can actually manifest, then you can experience this right here. 2021 is going to feel like the longest dark night of the soul ever here for you, and simply because you've been trying to avoid it all year, and you know that it's calling you to come forward. So yourself is already, you feel like you're about to go through something. You can feel it. You can feel the weight. Like, I don't know what's getting ready to happen, but I want things to be a different version, but I kind of feel like this is happening. There's your answer. And you've been trying to run from this. So this one, unfortunately, you can't outrun. You are supposed to shift, and this awakening is coming, and this is how it's going to come. So now, with all that being said, I know it sounds bad. It's heavy. I've been through it. So trust me, it can be painful, but there are some lights, and there are going to be some pinnacle moments. So this is why they're saying to hold on to the happiness. Let's go to the outcome of your relationship, because they've already said that this relationship, this is going to be one of the things that you're going to see ending in 2021. So this is going to be one of the places where you don't see this coming. So, can the relationship endure? Can it last? Will it make it? Let us see. They say for you, this is a yes with the changes. So, this you can overcome just by making the changes, and some of these changes you can make right now during the new moon. So you could overcome the relationship loss just by simply letting go, setting the intentions with the new moon, and ride that energy. Step into the 20 on the 21st. There's going to be an alignment, that conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. It's going to want you to show and prove yourself here. So if you want this not to happen, you're going to have to do something today to keep that from happening. So this is for you. They say yes, you can make this happen, but you won't be able to do it by force. This has to be genuine, authentic love. So hats off to you, Aries, going into 2021. You can keep this relationship together. So I'm Demi, and I want to thank you all. So if this resonates with you, I want you to drop the emoji here. And if this was your favorite reading, I want you to drop this emoji. And don't forget, when you look at your soulmates and your partners and your unions, when you look at their soulmate soul scopes, go ahead and drop your zodiac so that we can know that you watched it all the way through. And we'll see you right back here at I Am Powered by Love TV. And I'm Demi, and I'm signing out.